Howdy, folks. This is Mark Cavalier with the Southwest Coalition for Life, and we're just coming to you live really on short notice with less than 24 hours before a big event. And I've actually asked good friend Mark Lee Dixon of Sanctuary Cities for the Unborn to hop on. Mark, for those who might not be aware, what is happening in Hobbs, New Mexico recently?
So Whole Woman's Health, which is the closest, uh, well, Whole Woman's Health is the abortion facility in Texas that was one of the largest abortion facility in McKinney, Fort Worth, McAllen, and Austin. And they're planning on crossing the border because we kicked them out of Texas. And so they're coming to Hobbs, New Mexico. And so we're going to do everything we can to make sure that we're standing for life in Hobbs, New Mexico. Hobbs, New Mexico is a pro-life community, and they do not want abortion in their community. So I'm encouraging all friends of Hobbs, New Mexico, to show up and to show up to this council meeting tomorrow night. We're going to meet at 5:15. And it's going to be a great meeting. We're going to have a number of special guest speakers at this pre-meeting. And so 5:15, we're going to meet. It's not going to go long. At 5:45, there's going to be a time of prayer. And then people are going to be going into the city hall. And we're going to be speaking before the city commission. And we're going to be encouraging them to. There's been an ordinance that's been given to the city council. We firmly believe that that ordinance is something that will help save lives in Hobbs, New Mexico. And so we need people to show up and encourage the city commission to consider that ordinance. We need them to put it on an agenda. I would prefer that they put it on a special agenda. Let's go ahead and get this done. It's a 2-week process. But let's get it done, and let's do everything we can to defend life in Hobbs, New Mexico. We're going to have to do the same thing in other communities as well. Clovis, this needs to happen in Clovis. And so this is a call to action. If you're in the Hobbs community, if you're around the Hobbs community, if you're like me and in Texas, but you love the Hobbs community, then this is the time to show up and fight for life.
Absolutely. When I just heard about this, and I've had a really crazy week planned, but I'm actually canceling a couple of things, changing my schedule around because I know that we need to show up. Tomorrow, I'm going to be driving. I think it's 3.5 hours from the El Paso area. If you're able to swing it and show up in Hobbs around 5:15 for this rally and then the city council meeting, this is one of those moments where we need a strong presence of people. It's worth making that trip because, if we see momentum here, in all these other cities where their abortion businesses are trying to move in, it's going to give us that momentum to keep going, like you mentioned in Clovis and other cities. So if at all possible, I know it's short notice, but again, we're moving some things around so that I can go, and I encourage anybody else from this area or within driving distance to make that day trip down for that rally and for that city council meeting. And so we've been getting a lot of people asking about this, Mark, and I really, really appreciate that you're helping to kind of you're helping your neighbors over here in New Mexico with everything that's coming from Texas. And so I'm definitely going to be there. And is there anything else that folks need to know before tomorrow?
Well, we got to love our neighbor, and this is, one of the greatest commandments out there. And over in Texas, I'm looking at New Mexico. New Mexico is my neighbor. And I know that there are so many people in cities surrounding Hobbs. This is a chance to show up. This is a chance to do everything that we can. And this could be the moment. This could be what changes the mind of some of the city commissioners. What you say could be what causes one of them to say, you know what, I need to take action. I don't need to be a sit on my rump, kind of leader. I need to actually get my butt in gear that we have a state to save, and we've got to do everything we can to fight for life. If we don't, then they're going to come. They're going to take our cities, and Hobbs
Yeah.
doesn't want the abortion industry to take over in their community. We don't want to see one abortion facility, and we sure don't want to see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 abortion facilities.
Right. All right, guys. So you heard it right from the man himself, Mark Lee Dixon. Again, short notice, but if at all possible, make that trip to Hobbs. This is tomorrow, Monday, October 3rd, 5:15 p.m. rally. There'll be prayer, and there'll be an opportunity to stand up and speak at City Council. And a lot of people have been asking, saying, "What can we do in New Mexico? Because we're getting antsy, we're getting anxious. We don't want this to come to our state." This is it. This is the call to action. Sometimes it's going to be short notice as these things come up, but. This is it. Spread the word. If you can't make it, I know you know people who can. So send this link. Also, you can go to our website, southwest.life/Hobbs, and you'll be able to get on the list specifically for updates from Mark Lee Dixon or ourselves as more updates come about what's happening in Hobbs. So make sure you sign up there and share that link, and we'll see you guys there. So Mark, drive careful, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Hey, one other thing. If someone knows that there's no way that they can make it to the council meeting, then the commission meeting, then as an absolute last resort, I would encourage, go to the City of Hobbs website, look up city commissioners, email those commissioners. You could email all of them. And now I would encourage email them separately. If you can just email one, great, email one. But let them know that you're praying for them, that you support them, and that you want to encourage them to stand for life, that there's an ordinance that's been given to them that is in support of life. So their city attorney has that. And so that's an ordinance. We were doing up till, we were up 5 hours last night, me and attorney Mike Seibel and Jonathan F. Mitchell, just saying, what can we do to make this something that the city of Hobbs leadership is comfortable with, that the city attorney of Hobbs is comfortable with. And so we got that new version of the ordinance to them, and we are optimistic that this ordinance can move forward. So thank you guys so much. And I'll be going I'm in Hobbs right now, but I'm going back to Texas, and then I'll be going to Clovis in the morning, and I'll be getting my butt down to Hobbs because we got a fight in Hobbs, and ready for a fight.
I'll tell you what, no one listening to this has any excuse. I don't know anyone who does so many miles for life as Mark Lee Dixon. Every time I talk to him, he's driving clear across from one state to another. And so we can drive within the state from one city to another. And from El Paso, it's just, 3.5 hours, nice little day trip. Stay the night if you want. I'll probably be coming back that same night, but I'll be there. I hope to see as many of you as possible there. And again, we'll even put those links to the city council, the city council emails and everything that Mark just mentioned on at the southwest.life/Hobbs, and you'll get more updates about what's going on in that particular community. So, all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Mark, God bless. We'll see you then.